and looking at the Bay Area as a whole. And, you know, some people think our market is soft. Some people think our sports fans are casual. And I disagree with that. I will put our market and our fan base and our passion for sports up there with anybody in the country. I really would. Now, Philadelphia and New York gets all the reputations, and Boston and Chicago. Chicago ain't won a damn thing in years. They're miserable out there. We had a lot of championships over the last decade here in the Bay Area. But fans can be fickle, right? They can be fickle. I'm not calling all fans out. But when your team doesn't win, people don't come and people don't support. Giants haven't won the last 2 years. The ratings have been down. Attendance has been down. But all of a sudden, you sign Blake Snell. And there's this new optimism. We've gone from, boy, are they even going to be better than the Rockies to don't let us get to October. That is the dialogue right now with Giants fans. It's true. And we're at an inflection point with the Golden State Warriors. The core is older. The youngsters are still young. They're getting a lot of experience. I think this experience will help them in the future. But it's a real tricky spot for the Warriors here. They have to keep winning because we know how this market works. If you don't win, people will come, but they'll slowly start to tune out. And they'll slowly stop the time. Like, look at the 49ers. Post Harbaugh, you could buy tickets for Levi Stadium for $20.
I mean, B, you dragged me down to a game. I was reluctant. I could sit anywhere I wanted for the price of a DoorDash burrito.
Right.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah, no doubt.
Anywhere I wanted.
So the Giants can still, just like that. Now, we're going to get into Bagley's article about the Giants putting pressure on themselves to win. Look, when you part ways with Renell Brooks-Moon, when you part ways with her in the way that it looks, look, Renell didn't run the bases. She never picked up a bat and swung in a batter's box for the Giants, and I love Renell. She was one of the many voices and ambassadors of the Giants, though. And so if you don't win, people will point to that situation saying, look how you handle Renell Brooks-Moon.
It'll be
your longest, no doubt. J.D. Davis.
Yeah.
Whether it's Carlos Correa, all that stuff will come back up.
Yeah.
But if you win, people will slowly but surely get over it. And they'll start to go back to the yard. And they'll start to go back to want to be part of a winning organization.
So I think I would like to explore this even more. Like Warriors, Giants, Niners, and you could throw the A's to a degree in there and the Raiders in there when they were all here together. Almost never are all three hot at one time. I can't even think of a time when all three were hot at one time. Maybe 2014?
Yeah, I was going to say 2013, yeah.
But the Warriors weren't what they are now.
No.
You know what I mean? Like completely different.
No.
Right? And so I guess where I'm going is that it does feel like sports has like a law of averages, especially in the big markets where there are many teams. It's very difficult for all the primary teams in the professional ranks to be simultaneously good, let alone great, you know? And I think that there's what I call a bandwidth, right? You know, I use the word bandwidth a lot. Like, I don't have enough bandwidth to do X, Y, and Z in one day. There's a bandwidth where I can only concentrate so much of my attention at any given time to any combination of the teams. We all do this. And like, there are times if the team, and I don't blame people. You got family. You're balancing work.
Right.
You've got kids. You're doing extracurricular activities. Whatever it is. The weather's beautiful, right? We have a lot of things out here that I don't think that you have in other parts of the country.
No doubt.
And so I do believe as you're balancing your life and your quote unquote bandwidth, there are some things that dissipate, some things increase. And I look at the Warriors are a great example. And I'm not trying to throw her out there. My mother-in-law is, I consider, a really big fan of Bay Area sports. And when the Giants were hot, she is as big of a Giants fan as anyone. She wants to tune in because she doesn't want to miss out on anything. And she wants to be a part of the dialogue with everyone and root along. And when the team doesn't give her a reason to tap in, well, her interest dissipates. And where did it go? to the Warriors.
Right.
And she was a huge Warrior fan. And it's not like she's not a Warrior. She doesn't like the Lakers or anything like that. But like it's coming and going as the teams are successful and as they're not. And she is not going to miss a thing. B, she will watch. Azubuike's like one of her favorites. She's watching every Warrior game with fun. And she's like, it's really hard when they're not doing well because I want to feel good.
Well, that's why the Warriors, because we've been spoiled by them.
Yes.
The expectations are through the roofs. Like, we've gone past the mark of, hey, just make the playoffs or we're happy.
Exactly.
The Warriors are in the playoff race and we're not happy as a fan base. You know what I'm saying? They're playing for the play-in, and you understand what's going on here, the dynamic of the roster, what's happened this season. But for the most part, the Warriors are still going to have a lot of fans. As long as you have Curry's going to be box office.
Yeah.
But if the Giants do start to make some moves here, they do start to win some games, and they do start to lure big-time free agents, or if one of these guys pop, and Kyle Harrison, or whether it's Marcos Luciano or Patrick Bailey, and he can build off of what he did last season, the Giants will get those fans back in the stadium. They will go to the park. People are looking for a reason to go outside and have some fun.
Exactly.
And if the Giants are winning games in the summer, this place would be buzzing again down at 3rd and King. It's just the truth.
Do you view, and I know there's an attendance in-game factor, but like I'm talking about television for just a second. Like, TV's dead. Not sports.
Not sports.
Sports, like if you look, sports is up, right? In terms of concentration of people watching.
Don't you just ignore when people say, oh man, cable television is down. People are watching ourselves. Because to me, I'm like, I'm watching sports.
Exactly.
And it's always on. And we're always locked in. They're at every bar, at every club. They're always on a screen.
You know what's dead? Cable subscription packages where people are tapped in to watch sitcoms on NBC, ABC, and Fox. That's dead. People don't consume it that way. Live sports cannot be consumed at a later date. It must be consumed in real time. Right. So I'm with you. But I do believe because you're fighting for our attention at this point, and I was listening to somebody with the Dodgers, I forget who it was with the Dodgers, and they were talking about how the reason we've assembled the team that we have, if we don't have a star-packed television show every night, you're going to go to Netflix. You're going to go to Apple Plus. So you're not just competing with the sports teams. You're competing for my attention span amongst an entire littered, streaming apparatuses that are left and right all over the place. Because, like, let's be real, our attention spans are very minute right now.
Yeah, no doubt. They are. I did this research project about 8 years ago.
Okay.
I was on this research team, and we're just looking at, because we're trying to figure out videos, right? Okay. What gets people to tune into a video? Yeah. What gets people to pop? And if you don't capture the audience within the first 5 seconds of that video, people click out.
Yeah,
so your average time of watching, like if you get like, we were doing this research project and it was like, boy, if you get people to watch for 12 seconds, that's a win. Wow. That means you captured
This was 8 years ago.
This is like 8 years ago.
Before TikTok.
Well, before which is crazy,
which
right?
Makes, because now we just click.
Yeah. So like, the attention span, if you don't capture somebody right away in these videos, they click out. And it's like, well, 4 seconds, boom, they're out. You have to get them right away. Yeah. Right away. So that's kind of, it's just the way of the times here. The way of the times. By the way, speaking of which, baseball is back, and we have a big announcement. Lubman's really happy about this.
What is the announcement?
Yeah, I mean, he's you got to read it. You got to read it. He's never pressed me on a read ever before this one. But the Giants are back in action for the 2024 season. So are Joe Shasky, Sam Lubman, the Garlic Fries and Baseball Guys podcast. They're kicking off the 2024 season with a live episode this Sunday from 12 to 3. 12 to 3. Garlic Fries and Baseball Guys. There is so much to be excited about this upcoming Giants season. So tune in to call in this Sunday and tell us what excites you most about the 2024 Giants season. That's going to be a lot of fun. 12 to 3. Garlic Fries and Baseball Guys. Joe Shasky and Sam Lubman. Who's driving that bad boy?
I'm not.
Oh, no, it's me. I'm the driver.
And it's Palm Sunday, so I'll be going to church first thing in the morning, and then I'll get my, the family mass, and then I'll get my donuts on at the St. Cecilia's Rectory and get my little coffee, and then I'll be ready to roll. We might even have an LJ appearance, even though he can't talk.
Love it.
Oh, there's your tease right there. I want to get an LJ appearance.
Love it. Just know that it's okay to pass.
Oh. My guy's ready to go all 9 innings. In an era where no one's ready.
I feel like I can't.
In an era where no one's ready.
You got nothing for that.
You got me in a box.
You got nothing for that.
He's ready to do a complete game.
You don't need to take 35 shots. and have one assist.
I'll say nothing because we got to go to the break.
It's okay to be Steve Nash.
He is the Dave Stewart of this state.
It's okay to be Jason Kidd.
Think about how far we've come with the Giants that we are actually going to do a full breakdown for multiple hours on a show dedicated to them. I think people want it. People are excited. I'm excited.
Or Higgins just trying to get off of Fox Sports for
that might be it too.
No, I'm kidding.
More
I'm
than one
excited
thing
about
can be
this.
true.
No, I'll be listening because I have Warriors and T-Wolves, so driving in,
nice.
I'll definitely be listening because look, baseball's an exciting time, man.
Guest
I
appearance?
love baseball.
Can we book you?
Maybe.
Great
maybe,
tease.
Maybe not. It is a Warriors game day presented by Xfinity at home or on the go. You get the fastest internet to all your devices. I may take you on that offer. What's coming up on the